We're almost 7 months into 2.2 and there's already 21 legendaries and 4 mythics. Honestly, that's quite a lot more than I expected, but I'd still say that many of the legendaries vary in quality, and I think some are way worse than others. So I thought it'd be cool to rank all 21 legendaries that are currently in the game. I'm just gonna do a really quick review of each one because I don't want this video to be too long, and obviously this video is just completely my opinion. If I say something bad about any level, it's no hate towards a creator. I know every creator here worked really hard on their levels, but anyways, I'm gonna start with a few that in my opinion should be epic, then go over the ones that I think sit well at legendary, and go over the few ones that I think should have gotten mythic instead of legendary. Alright, at number 21, in my opinion, the worst legendary is Crud. This level really has mega collab syndrome. Some parts are super good, obviously like Kolok's part, and some parts just look like they use default blocks. It's a cool level with many cool parts, but I just think a lot of parts in this level are really ugly. But yeah, I honestly feel like it only got legendary because it was made by Pause, the owner of the Geometry Dash Discord server. It's still a cool level with a lot of really cool parts. So actually a lot of really good parts, just really unbalanced in quality. Alright, at number 20 we got Lotus. I think this level is sort of just generic low. I really don't find it special at all. I mean, yeah, it's got some cool effects and stuff, but I think it looks pretty mid. And yeah, I never found this too memorable or too special. I'm just personally not too much of a fan of levels that look like this, and yeah, I think this should be epic. Alright, at number 19 we got City Fade. City Fade has some nice deco and does really well for being as long as it is. It's pretty cool and unique, but I just find the deco kind of bland. I don't think there's anything too special about it, but it's still a cool level nonetheless. If I were Roptop though, I would have probably given this an epic. Alright, at number 18 we got the newest legendary Arctic Alpine. This level is really neat and has some really cool stuff. Like, I really like the chairlift part. I just think some things are a bit basic, and I think some of the color changes are kind of weird, but it's still a really nice level. And so last one on this list I'd consider epic worthy in my opinion, but it still sits well as a legendary. Alright, at number 17 we're moving on from the newest legendary to the oldest legendary, Coaster Mountain. I really like the atmosphere in this level, the idea of like this coaster thing, the talking penguins, and that cool little lodge at the end. I think it's some of the best atmosphere I've ever seen in this game. What's really crazy to me is this was made in like the first 2 weeks of 2.2 or something. It was insanely good for being this early in the update, and I definitely think it's worthy of the first legendary, but compared to some of the newer ones, it's a bit bland, I guess. But yeah, if I were Roptop, I would rate this legendary still. Alright, at the number 16 spot we got Other Side. Alright, this level has some really good atmosphere. It has a really good spooky atmosphere. It's got some really nice parallax effects, but it's just kind of dark the whole time, and I know that's the theme of the levels, to be dark and everything, but it kind of just lacks detail because of that. But I still think it's a really good atmospheric level, just not my favorite. Alright, at number 15 we got Deep Dive. I think this level has some kind of ugly looking deco, but the shark chase, the eel chase, that transition with the pirate ship, it has some amazing ideas and cool stuff. I think that part where you go over the giant wave is so cool. I really like a lot of the things in this level. I just don't like how some of them look, but still a great level, and it's really interesting to watch. There's so much cool stuff going on in it. Alright, at number 14 we got Tornado. Alright, so this level looks kind of ugly at the beginning. It looks a bit weird with these pixel blocks, but once you start getting inside the mansion, it's pretty cool. But then the tornado cutscene is so cool. Like, it actually feels like a movie. This level is insanely fun to play too for an easy platformer, and yeah, I really dig this level. It feels like a little movie. It's still one of my favorite platformer levels in the game. Alright, at number 13 we got Absurdia. Personally, I don't really like effect levels, but this one is just different. Like, damn, all the effects in this are incredibly clean. The title screen transition has got to be like the best title screen I've ever seen in this game. And yeah, still not a huge fan of effect levels, but this one is probably my favorite effect level in the whole game. It's really well done, and I've never played it, but it seems like a pretty fun level too. I kind of want to beat it sometime. Alright, at number 12 we got Mystery Mansion. This level's insanely well made and has a lot of really nice art and just cool little details across the map. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool things. I just don't really like that it's kind of a straight ripoff of Among Us, but still, I like it a lot. Alright, at number 11 we got the Gungeon. This level has some insane animations, a lot of really cool little characters, a lot of epic bosses, a lot of really cool guns. I just don't know how this was made. I still find this mind-blowing. It's just, wow, I think this has some of the best character animations I've seen in the entire game. I really like this level. The only thing I don't like is I feel like it's a little bit repetitive and boring to play. You kind of just do the same thing of shooting the gun the whole time, but it's still really cool. I really like this level. Alright, at number 10 we got Chupacabra. This level has some awesome animations and some very cool art. It's got some really cool shader usage, and it's just very creative. There's a lot going on and it's very fast. It seems a bit confusing to play, but overall a really neat level with just a ton of cool art, and I really like that wolf sequence. At number 9 we got Last Fate. Honestly, whenever I first went to this level, I didn't think it was anything too special, but it actually gets way cooler after the snow part. I didn't think there's anything else. I thought it was only gonna be the snow part. It's really cool cool how you take damage in this rather than just dying instantly like every other GD level. And it's got some really cool mechanics too about how you have to like stay around the fire to be warm and not freeze to death. And yeah, after watching a full video of the level, I like it a lot more than just seeing the beginning. It's a very cool level. Number 8, we got Slash. Slash is so cool. This level's way funner than I expected it to be. This sword gimmick works perfectly and it's actually not buggy at all. I love it. But yeah, it just feels satisfying to just like slash through things. It's so fun to play. Also, just like being that dog character makes it feel like a whole different video game. I also really like the sequence at the end where the place is burning down. I love how it ends. But yeah, this level is just a masterpiece. I love it. If you haven't, go beat this level yourself because it is very fun. Alright, at number 7, we got Stratus. Now, I know this is probably a bit of a hot take. I don't think people like Stratus nearly as much as I do. But I don't know, I can't stop thinking about this level. The song is so good. The gameplay is like some of the best gameplay in any extreme, from what I've heard at least, and it looks really fun too. I would love to beat this myself. It's just way too learning for me, and I gotta get better at learning levels first. But it has a lot of insanely good looking decoration. I think some parts don't look as good, of course, because it's a mega collab. What do you expect? But still, at the very least, every part is still really cool, and some parts are just amazing. It's definitely one of the best extremes in the game, and also the end art is really cool. Really good way to end. It may be just a tiny bit generic and glowy, but like barely. It's still way better than generic glowy levels. Alright, at number 7, we got Armored Core. Damn, this level is so crazy. This level is also made by Matthew Game, the same creator of the Gungeon. He's the first creator to get 2 legendary rates, which is quite crazy. You can very clearly tell this is by the same guy who made the Gungeon just by looking at the level, but this is like a way better version of the Gungeon in my opinion. It's kind of the same thing to me though. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is it's pretty similar to the Gungeon, but it's just way cooler though. Once again, it just has some really great looking bosses, awesome looking fights, and just makes Geometry Dash feel more like a game engine than a video game. Like, yeah, I don't get this at all. I have no idea how this is made. Seriously, I really want to know how Matthew Game made this. I know some people thought this was Mythic worthy. I could see this being a Mythic, but I still think it's a legendary. Alright, at number 5, we got Subwoofer Lullaby. I absolutely love the atmosphere in this level. It's just such a well recreation of Minecraft. It looks so good. I love all the little details it includes. This level probably has some of the coolest level Easter eggs I've ever seen. And yeah, it's just such a calm, cozy level, if that even makes any sense. I mean, I'm still pretty surprised that this is like the 3rd legendary or whatever it is, and still one of my favorites. Only thing is, I got really pissed off of the gameplay, especially for just a 7-star, but that's just a skill issue, I guess. But yeah, absolutely great level. I love it. Alright, at number 4, this is easily one of the most mind-blowing, if not the most mind-blowing level in the whole game. We got none other than 3 Depth by Nemo. Yeah, but this is real. There is a 3D game inside Geometry Dash. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. Just look at the level, okay? Like, how is this possible? I mean, I know Nemo made like a video explaining it, but still, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's just crazy. It's a 3D engine with actual hitboxes. You can look around. Just mind-blowing. The only problems are it's a bit hard to read where you're going, of course. I mean, it's 3D. I know that it could be a bit laggy for some people, of course. Honestly, I'd say it would have been a little bit weird if this got Mythic. I just think it would have been a little bit weird seeing the first Mythic be something that's like not really even Geometry Dash, but it's a really mind-blowing level. Alright, at number 3, we're going all the way back to only the 2nd legendary, and it's still one of my favorites. Of course, we got none other than Endeavor. This level, it pretty much looks like real life. Like, the first time I watched this, I was like, okay, this has to be like a mega collab, right? But no, it's a solo. Not only does this level have beautiful decoration and a really amazing looking dolphin, it also has really fun gameplay. I've beaten this level like 8 times or something just because of how fun it is. I like can't stop playing it. And the song matches insanely well too. I really like the song. And the dragon at the end is so sick, and yet the level has under 30k objects. I want to say this is the best optimization in the whole game. Like, it's not even high objects. Wow. It's just such a masterpiece, and I wish we would see more levels as good. Gallifluff did a crazy job. There's just so many super impressive things about this level. I can't believe it was only the 2nd legendary and still holds up so well. Alright, now for the top 2 levels. In my opinion, both of these ones should have gotten Mythic, and unfortunately didn't. But at number 2, we got Anarchy Road by Comatic 5. Alright, so whenever you get a really good creator with 2,000 hours to work on a level, this is what you get. This man spent over 2,000 hours making this level, and it shows. Like, what do I even gotta say about this? Just look at the deco. It's just too good. It looks perfect. Only thing I'll nitpick is the end. I think some of these black fireballs look a little weird, and I think the end looks a tad weird, but I'm like nitpicking black fireballs. That's really it though. It still looks insanely cool. But yeah, the song is an absolute banger. The gameplay is honestly a bit annoying. That could be why I didn't get Mythic. It's just kind of annoying whenever the camera rotates at the end and it's hard to understand where you're going. I beat this and I just found it a bit boring to play, but it's really not bad. But yeah, this is one of my favorite levels in the whole game, and I still think it's just one of the best looking levels in the entire game, and it should have gotten Mythic. Alright, at number 1, we got a level that seems like the entire community thought should have definitely gotten Mythic, and of course that is none other than DK. This level is a super cool story and a super cool adventure with a lot of really cool looking graphics, and it looks like a whole nother video game. The main character that you play as is so animated, and there are just so many cool little details. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about this. This level is just beautiful and so well made. Personally, I think it's quite a lot better than the Towerverse. But yeah, from what I've seen, it seems like everybody in the community thought this definitely should have been Mythic, and of course RobTop didn't give it that. So yeah, that is the best legendary level in my opinion. But there's so many more legendaries and mythics to come. I'm sure this video will actually be outdated really soon. I actually haven't seen a new legendary in a while though. That's kind of weird. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you think I should review every mythic level, I could do a video about that too. Anyways, here's a whole playlist of videos just like this you might enjoy. Here's some other cool videos I made. I'm actually currently trying to build a legendary worthy level myself, so you can check that out here. Anyways, I'd appreciate a like and sub if you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.